Hi, so finally we started climbing. We started about 12:30, climbing on the Mashami route. We started from the hotel at 8 o'clock in the morning. It took us about 2.5 hours to come to the Mashami gate, which is a trailhead. And there we had to take the permission from the authorities and all the paperwork. And then we had a brief lunch, and then finally started climbing at 12:30. Right now we are going to walk through the rainforest, and the scenery has been beautiful.
So today we have started around 12:30 from Machame gate, and the altitude there was 1,800 meters. We are supposed to reach Machame hut, which is at an elevation of 3,000 meters. And we covered this whole thing about 4.5 hours, 9.5 kilometers stretch.
11 kilometers.
Is totally rainforest. The temperature right now is 19 degrees centigrade. It feels colder than that. And here we have camped here. These are our tents. We are supposed to sleep here. That's the porter's tent, and that's the dining area. And most important thing, there's a toilet.
Today is August 6th, Wednesday. We are starting for the second day today. We are going to, what is that?
Shira Cave.
Shira Cave. That is 600 meters gain today. And we are going to travel like a hike for 5.5 kilometers. It would be a steep one, and we are expecting around 5 hours or something.
Hello, we are at 3,700 feet now. We're on day 2. We are on the way to go to Shira Caves, which is about 3,800 feet. We've been hiking for the past almost 4 hours, not quite. Now we still have to go up this mountain and go to the top, to the ridge line, to the tree line on the top, and then go down. So it's going to take another hour and a half to 2 hours. So we'll see how it goes. The total elevation we're going to gain today is 800 meters. We started 3,000 meters, and we're going to stop at 3,800 meters. So we'll see how it goes.
The trail has been pretty steep, and the trail going up and up. But we were going pole, and that means slowly. And we managed to make it to the Shira Caves in about 6 hours. The rainforest has converted into moorlands, and the sun is pretty up. No, not much of clouds, no rain, and pretty much dry all through the rain. This is it for today. We're doing quite fine. Not much of severe headaches or anything.
We are at the Shira Caves now. Today is day 3, Thursday, August 7th. We're at an elevation of 3,800 meters. The plan today, we're almost done with the breakfast right now. This is our breakfast tent. The plan today is to go to Lava Tower, which is about 4,600 meters, and then from there to descend down to the next camp, which is Barranco camp. We are at the end of day 3. We are at the Barranco camp. So we're going to camp here tonight, and right behind me is the Barranco wall. It looks very steep, but tomorrow morning we're going to climb that. Venu is slightly down with very tiny bit of altitude sickness, but otherwise everything is well. So tomorrow.
August 8th, Thursday, day 4th. We are at Barranco camp. We are just starting now. We are going to ascend this wall to 50 meters, and we are descending again, ascending a couple of times and going to Karanga. We have lunch there, then we'll proceed to Bravo, that is a base camp. We are expecting a good hiking today. Good spirits. See you there. Bravo.
We are sitting on top of the Barranco wall, which is about 250 meters of elevation of rocky slog. We're able to do it okay. Right now we're sitting on top of actually the clouds. Look at them. Crazy, huh? That's the M Glacier. Clouds are having fun time. It's all good. We are on our way to the Karanga camp from Barranco camp, and that's the Karanga camp up there, which is looking good with all the tents and all those things. But the painful part is we have to go down to the Karanga valley and then hike up all the way to the camp.
We had our lunch at Karango camp, and after the camp we need to head for the Barafu hut. Here the distance, the altitude difference is around 600 meters, and the proposed hike time would be around 4 hours. We could the hike was pretty a gentle climb, followed by a flat terrain, and followed by a steep climb. And we could finish the whole thing in about 3 hours. And by the time we finished the hike, we were pretty much really tired. Spirits were not like really good, and we thought like we needed really some. And there was some amount of decreased appetite. On the way, we could see one of the fellows even vomiting because of the altitude sickness, and we were a little bit of headaches we had. And with this, we signed our names and went off to the retired for about 2 hours, but we couldn't get enough sleep, probably because of the hypoxia and the increased altitude. Once we had our dinner with soup and soup, rice, and hot milk, our spirits revived. There was a good warmth, and we could happily retire for the night.
Hi, today is day 5 of our climb. Today is August 9th, Saturday, 2014. We had a decent sleep last night. We were really tired last night. We were at an altitude of 4,600 meters at Barafu camp. So that did take a toll on us, on our bodies last night. But this morning, after a good sleep, we were really feeling fresh. We just finished our breakfast just now. And one sad news this morning was our chief guide Freddy told us that one of our porters got altitude sickness last night, and he had to be evacuated by stretcher last night, which is sad news. He was a very experienced porter. He has been doing this for a while. So the plan for today is to take a small acclimatation hike, about 100 to 200 meters, and then come back and have lunch and prepare for tonight's summit. The plan is to start summit hike at about 11 p.m. tonight.
Hi guys, today is August 8th, 9th, Saturday. We are pushing for summit at 11 p.m. today. So we'll be making, it will be a challenging one, and we are confident that we are going to make it definitely. And we'll meet you later.
Stella Point. We just came here. We started last night at 11 o'clock, and we just came here. It's right now 7 o'clock, August 10th, 2014. It was a really hard climb. Several climbers were being escorted by the porters and the guides. It was a really hard slog, but we're so happy we're right here right now.
Kilimanjaro glacier, heart of the glacier. Okay, this is the final destination of our trip, Miwaka Gate. Here we'll be taking bus and going to Mosha, where we have our lunch, and then we'll be going to hotel where we'll be checking in.
Kuna Matata is no worries.
Hi guys.
Hi, Gautam here.
Hey guys, this is Sashi. Coming to the closing remarks of our Kilimanjaro trip. It's been a phenomenal experience, really.
This is another dream come true for me after the EBC trip last year we did, and
They say climbing Kilimanjaro would be the hardest thing you would ever do, and the climb actually really lived up to that bill.
I would compare this trip to EBC. Like this one is a very tougher. The scale like 1 to 5, anywhere 1 to 5 it is 4.
The whole trip has been a different experience for me. Last 3 months I've been striving really hard. Lots of sacrifices made on my part to gear up for this trip.
Summit day was the hardest thing I had ever done, really. I was throwing up, but luckily I did not give up. I'm so glad about it.
Though there was a lot of pessimisms in my mind, the only thing that I would think of is, yes, I can do this, yes, I can do this. I was completely, repeatedly thinking of this, the only thing.
It is definitely a difficult one. So I would suggest you to prepare at least 6 months in advance with aerobic, cardio, and yoga-like things.
Physical endurance is necessary to climb up a mountain, but more than that, mental stability is more important.
And one final message for my kids, Ashwin and Shamita. I hope you also take mountain climbing as a hobby or passion. It's just like life. Every up is followed by a down, and every down is followed by up. So you will reach somewhere in life and also in mountain climbing, hopefully summit, and you'll come back to where you started finally in both things. So what really matters is what you have achieved in the middle.
You can make it. When I did, you can also make it.